So I've been asked why horses? Why do I paint horses? Why am I so obsessed with horses? And if you told me a year ago that I would be painting horses, I probably wouldn't have believed you because beaches and abstract beaches were what I was known for. But I kept just remembering this memory of being on the beach in Costa Rica at sunset, and these horses rode by, and I asked if I could ride them, and they said yes. And I ended up galloping on horseback on the beach, and it was just that moment of freedom and calm and excitement all at the same time. And I just kept visualizing that memory every morning while doing my gratitude practice. And it was leading up to my solo exhibition at Langdon Hall. And I had to paint this piece, and I didn't think that it would be done in time. I ended up painting right up until the day the day before I packaged and delivered them. So I made it just in time. And then after that, I just kept getting ideas for horse paintings. And I didn't plan on kind of shifting to just horses, but those were the ideas that kept coming. And a friend of mine invited me up to meet her horse at the stables. And after that, I was just hooked. It brought me back to when I was 10 years old and going to the stables every week and riding. And it was almost like I had forgotten that that was a dream of mine, was to be in a position where I could own my own horse and be around horses and at the stables every week or multiple times a week. And so that one painting of that memory kind of sparked this whole new direction of just painting horses. And I think it just comes down to a feeling. They make me feel like a little kid again. I get giddy when I see them. They just have this beautiful, calm energy, and they mirror you. So I mean, that's good for, I guess, just self-reflection. And yeah, I don't know how to put it into words. I just love them. And I think if you're a horse girl, you get it. They're just the best. Being around them and riding them also gives me that sense of freedom, that lightness, just, feeling alive. And so once I started painting horses, I just couldn't stop.
There you go.
Hi. Aww. And the more time I spend with horses, the more stories I started to feel called to paint. And I think horses just remind me that there's no rush and to just move at my own pace. Because I like to call myself a recovered workaholic. Yeah, I need that reminder every day. And I also want to bring that reminder to slow down and be present and not rush through life. I want to bring that reminder to people, and I want them to feel that in my work. And so once I had a full collection of horse pieces, I wanted to film them and photograph them with horses in the background at the stables. And the idea was cool. The execution was a little bit tricky. I thought I'd be able to kind of lure the horses with carrots, but they were just way too afraid of the photographer's equipment. So I didn't get horses in all of the shots that I wanted to. So I ended up coming back another time during the day with my friend who owns one of the horses there. And so she helped me get the photo that I wanted. And even that was kind of tricky because the horses then kept walking in front of the camera because her horse, Cody, loves to say hi and is now the best photo bomber. And Cowboy, who I love to ride, he is so curious, and he kept nibbling at the texture of my paintings and trying to nibble at the frame. Cowboy, you cannot eat the painting, and I know you like it. So I'll have to get that reframed. But luckily, you can't tell in the photos or videos that there's chewing marks from the horses on the frames. And this was just a reminder that things don't always go the way you plan, but it's still fun, and you have to just have fun with it and adjust in life. And that's what I learned throughout this experience. So this is a new piece that I'm working on, and I wanted to paint that feeling of love and connection with a horse. And it's more about just that bond and that trust and that love that you can feel with a horse. And people often ask, where do I find inspiration from? And I used to think that it came from beautiful places, um, which lately finds me here at the stables. And the more time I spend with these beautiful animals, the more stories I feel called to paint.